stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. A pair of teams ranked in the top 7, ready to square off and do battle. It's the Oklahoma Sooners Sooners ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the sophomore running back. He's coming off a 150-yard, 4-touchdown performance in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Sooners offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. He can't stare things down against this defense because they're...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Here's a heat. On the move and looking. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Carry-On. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. They'll run it on the counter. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to throw, it's Bentley. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights, and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Turning it on! They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Hudson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Dropping back, it's Austin. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Quarterback may change this route. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to add another.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, fires downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country. When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Austin. Snagged out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Got a little grass. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely center cut. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Takes it past the marker. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Maybe some room here. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Slams into the line and through for a touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Bentley. Under fire. Looking for his man. Found a seam. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Sooners will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Powers through the defender. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep them clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy
makes the catch and he's free. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Bears the pressure. Trying to get rid of it.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Got the 1st down. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Cooks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. From the red zone, looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Push down for the tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They'll go to the air. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Maybe a crease. All the way in for the touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. And make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. It's a draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Quickly out to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Walker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Walker. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare